Good morning, everybody. This is our astrology weather forecast for June 1st, 2025, and it's windy out here. So I've got my coffee cup and a couple other things holding my tarot cloth down, and we might lose some cards. So get a look at them while you can. Whoa, there we go. So we've got a few things going on today. Moon does come into Virgo at 11:01 p.m. And that is something that puts us in more of a persnickety mood as night comes in. But we still enjoy the fun of the Leo moon throughout the day. That can help with some of the hard aspects. Jupiter and Uranus are semi-sextile, so that's the opening aspect to what occurred with the conjunction. Hey, Imogene. And with the semi-sextile, we're making an adjustment here between ideology and enlightenment, freedom of thinking, and what gives us hope, our shared stories. Hey, Michael. So we're making some adjustments here when it comes to understanding the trajectory of freedom, liberation, what it looks like to be living in a more enlightened state. We're not so bogged down with a bunch of crap. And what do we believe in? And what are our moral affiliations? So we have a issue here with adjusting some amount of, ideas about right and wrong to be more in alignment with what is the kind of life that we really want. So we've also got a quintile between Mercury and Neptune today, which can make linking the higher mind and the more smaller analytical mind in a successful way. So we can have a more complete picture of what something is. We can also get away with more lollygagging around, mooning around, talking about things that are, more in theory or possibilities rather than realities. So that's a nice thing to kind of entertain ideals, better ways of doing or being. Maybe not, they're not here yet, but if we put some energy and effort into it, maybe we could ground those things. So we like to think about the best, and because it's a quintile, it doesn't automatically have the worst outcomes. We're not as delusional as we usually are with Mercury, Neptune aspects. We can go a little bit off the deep end, but we tend to be able to get away with it and paddle back to shore with quintiles involved. The thing that we really have to watch out for today is Venus and Chiron conjunct. This makes us able to see the beauty in hurt, understand why a relationship, a heartbreak, a connection went the way it did, why we are suffering still ourselves as adults or as older people from what seems to be wounds of the past, things related to how we are loved or unloved, our self-esteem and our self-regard. That's a big thing today, and we can feel easily moved, hurt, injuries come to the surface, heart wounds, heartbreaks. And we can start a new cycle here of healing. So there's a pensive mood that comes with this link between Venus and Chiron. And really thinking about how we ourselves can love ourselves in the way that we want to be loved. If we can pull it off at home, we can do it for ourselves. It helps to release from the pain of the past because we are getting what it is that we want and need, but we're getting it from a source that can never take it away. So conjunctions are a unity. Of a unity here of self-esteem and the wounds that can keep us from having what we really deserve, what's really descriptive of us in a whole healed, complete state. So we may figure out that if we didn't get it, if we weren't loved the way that we wanted, if we weren't seen or regarded the way that felt good to us, it was for the best. Because it wasn't going to be good enough anyway. So we don't settle. This is what Chiron Venus conjunction teaches us. We do not settle for what isn't good for us. Don't settle for just what fulfills you sensually. Don't settle for what just takes care of you financially. Don't settle for what brings you status or some kind of security outside yourself. Because it'll never be enough. It's not hitting the mark. It's not love. It's just security or sex for the sake of sex, attention for the sake of unhealed wounds. It's just not enough. It wasn't in service to wholeness. If we missed out on something, it was in service to shatteredness, a previously unhealed state that attracted something, that allowed something in that wasn't completely life affirming. And that's what we want with Venus Chiron conjunctions. We want affirmation. We desire affirmation, what's life affirming, what's heart affirming. We move away from what was lacking. So, oh, we've got a few people checking in this morning. Hey, Gina, this is the Mythic Tarot that I'm using today. This is my favorite deck. This is actually my first deck. I've had this for years. Look how worn out it is. I've taped up some of the cards and they're missing pieces, but they're still working for me. Hey, Danny. Okay, guys, I'm going to sign off for this morning. You guys have a great day. I will check in with you later. I think we'll probably talk more Chiron. It's been the subject this week because we've had so many Chiron aspects, hard aspects. And the conjunction is kind of a mix. It does bring up hard things, but it also is bringing two things into alignment. So it's an ending and a beginning.